Quebec mother guilty of murdering 3 children in suicide pact. Accused mother tried to kill herself. Kathy Gauthier said her husband forced her to write letters blaming other for the tragedy. Roger Gagnon for CanWest News Service. Kathy Gauthier said her husband forced her to write letters blaming other for the tragedy. Saguenay, a Quebec mother accused of killing her 3 children as part of a murder-suicide pact fell to the floor in tears Saturday, as a jury convicted her of 3 counts of first-degree murder. In a Saguenay courtroom, jurors revealed they had rejected Kathy Gauthier's claims that she had wanted no part in the New Year's Eve, 2008, deaths of her children, convicting her instead of premeditated murder. The grisly crime shocked the community of Chicoutimi, a borough of Saguenay, located about 200 kilometers north of Quebec City. Defense lawyer Dominic Bouchard said his client was both disappointed and surprised by the verdict. He said they would appeal the decision. "She's devastated. She simply fell to the floor when she heard," he said. "Her only hope now is to get a new trial." The bodies of Gauthier's children, Jael, 12, Marc-Ange, 7, and Louis Philippe, 4, and her husband, Marc Lalibert, were found by police in their rented house last January, after Gauthier placed a frantic call to 911. The children died after ingesting a mix of gravel, an anti-nausea medication, and a mild tranquilizer prescribed to both parents. Lalibert died of blood loss due to a cut on his wrist and of a heart condition. After a 2-week trial, closing arguments wrapped up Tuesday at the Saguenay courthouse. The Crown alleged Gauthier and her husband had a murder-suicide pact. Lalibert, 46, was found dead on January 2 on the bedroom floor with a knife next to him, while the children were discovered lifeless in their parents' bed. The couple had financial problems, was jobless and had filed for bankruptcy a few months before the events. The defense argued Gauthier's husband was the only one to blame for the deaths. The accused testified she only learned about her husband's intent a few hours before the tragedy, and told him she didn't want to be part of it. A psychiatrist testified during the trial that the woman was suffering from dissociation and amnesia. The jury also had the options of finding Gauthier guilty of second-degree murder, a lesser offense, when it comes to sentencing, or acquitting her. In his instructions to the jury, Justice Jean-Claude Bula said they had to consider the vindictive letters Gauthier wrote to blame her biological mother and her best friend for the events of Deck 31 in Saguenay, about 450 kilometers northeast of Montreal. He also instructed jurors they must decide, if they believe Gauthier's testimony that she lost contact with reality when her husband told her about the murder-suicide plan, and that she didn't comprehend what she was writing in the letters. The woman's lawyer said Saturday they disagreed with the judge's instructions to the jury, and would be quickly moving to appeal the conviction. L.